This is the all-new Cupra Leon. It's the latest hot hatch from Seat's Cupra performance brand. And it's a bit like a Spanish version of the next VW Golf R, depending on which model you go for. Anyway, here are the carwow top 10 things you need to know about it. The new Seat Leon Cupra isn't actually a Seat at all. It's actually a Cupra Leon, just like the Cupra Ateca. Confused? Yeah, you will be. Anyway, don't go calling it a Seat, alright? That's just the rules. Now, along with the new name, it gets some fancy copper details and a big tribal badge on the front bumper. Yeah, and about that badge, it kind of looks like a dodgy tattoo you might get on a stag night. But at least it means you can tell the Cupra apart from the new Leon. Speaking of which, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen to watch my top 10 video on the normal Leon. The Cupra Leon gets the same edgy styling as the new Seat Leon, so it looks a bit sportier than the old model, but it doesn't go all out like the mad Honda Civic Type R. There are big air intakes and a low splitter, plus new side skirts, load suspension and 19-inch alloy wheels. Depending on which engine you choose, you either get 2 or 4 exhaust pipes. There's also a diffuser and a roof-mounted spoiler, which aren't just for show, by the way. The new Cupra Leon gets pretty much the same cabin as the normal standard Leon. There's a big 10-inch infotainment screen, a digital driver's display, and barely any buttons cluttering up the place. There is a new sports steering wheel though, with a flat bottom, lots of copper stitching, and some extra buttons. There's more copper detailing on the air vents too. You also get some sport seats. Nice. You won't be able to get the Cupra Leon as a cool-looking 3-door like you could with the Leon ST. But you can get it as an estate. This load lugger looks exactly the same as a standard 5-door from the front, but there's no hiding its Kardashian-sized booty from the back. At least you get the same cool brake lights as on the hatchback. Overall, there's 30 litres more boot space than in the 5-door. You'll be able to get the new Cupra Leon with 3 petrol engines. They're all 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinders, but you can choose between 245 horsepower, 300 horsepower, or 310 horsepower. The entry-level 245 horsepower model will be a rival for the upcoming VW Golf GTI, but unlike the VW, it'll come as a 5-door or an estate. The same goes for the faster 300 horsepower version, but you can only get the range-topping 310 horsepower engine in the Cupra Leon ST Estate. Pretty much every other 300 horsepower hot hatch gets 4-wheel drive as standard. Not so the Cupra Leon. Pick the 245 or 300 horsepower model and all that power goes to the front wheels only, just like the leery Honda Civic Type R. You do get an electronic limited slip differential to help stop the front wheels spinning all that power away as it accelerates out of a bend though. If you want the reassurance of 4-wheel drive, then there's always the 310 horsepower estate, which gets it as standard. Now, if you'd like to find out more about this car or lots of other cars and keep up to date with all the latest news and reviews, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen to download our new free CarWow app. The Cupra Leon is one of the first hot hatches to come with hybrid power. This version is imaginatively called the e-hybrid and gets a 150 horsepower 1.4 litre petrol engine, which is beefed up by a 114 horsepower electric motor. These work together to produce 245 horsepower. Not only will it be quick, but the electric motor lets you drive for up to 37 miles on electric power alone. A full charge takes 3.5 hours from a wall box or 6 hours from a 3-pin normal socket. Whichever engine combo you go for, you get an automatic gearbox as standard. It's a dual clutch unit, just like in the old Leon Cupra, Golf R or Audi S3. Unlike these cars though, you don't control the new Cupra Leon's box with a meaty mechanical lever. Instead, it's a dainty gear selector switch on the centre console. And for all you hardcore driving fans, yes, you've guessed it, you will not be able to get the new Cupra Leon with a manual gearbox. Oh. If you fancy yourself as a bit of a Lewis Hamilton, there's also a racing version of the Cupra Leon called the Competizione or I don't know how to say it with a Spanish accent. Anyway, it means competition. It doesn't just look faster than the standard car, it comes with a 340 horsepower engine, a lightened body, and a full roll cage. There's also a 6-speed sequential gearbox that'll help it go from 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds, which is a bit better than the 4.8 seconds it takes the road car to do the sprint. If the standard Cupra Leon is not fast enough, then check out the Cupra E-Racer. This all-electric touring car uses a 65 kilowatt-hour battery pack and 4 electric motors to produce a supercar chasing 680 horsepower. Seat, or should that be Cupra, hasn't said how much the new Cupra Leon will cost, but it'll probably set you back a tad more than the old car. So that'll mean you'll have to fork out between £25,000 and £30,000 for an entry-level 245 horsepower version. 300 horsepower cars will cost more than 30 grand, and the 310 horsepower ST all-wheel drive model will lighten your wallet by more than £35,000. Hybrid versions will probably hit you with a bill for a similar amount. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel for more videos, and if you click on the deals box to the right, you can see how much you can save on a new car at CarWow. Or click on the video windows below to watch another of my videos.